Hello, everyone. I'm Nana.
And I'm Lisa. Welcome back to Vocab Jam English.
If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and join us every week.
It's Friday, which means it's time for our history talk.
Today's topic is the invention of zero.
And of course, we'll introduce some great English vocabulary along the way.
Oh, and if you want to see subtitles, please turn them on in the settings.
That's right. You can switch them on anytime to help with understanding.
There will be a quiz about the conversation at the end.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's dive into today's talk. Nana, is it true that smartphones work with just ones and zeros?
Yes, it's true. But not only smartphones, computers, TVs, and many digital devices use that too.
Wow. So everything runs on ones and zeros? That's crazy.
It is. This system is called binary. Computers use it to handle all kinds of information.
So, if we didn't have zero, we couldn't have smartphones.
Exactly. Without zero, computers and calculators wouldn't exist.
Whoa. Zero is way more important than I thought.
It really is. And it was invented over 1,500 years ago in India.
India. What was life like in India back then?
It was the time of the Gupta Empire, a period we call the Golden Age of India.
Golden Age. That sounds shiny and smart.
It was. People made great progress in math, art, science, and writing.
And zero was one of those inventions?
Yes. Mathematicians began thinking about nothing as part of numbers.
But why is zero such a big deal?
For example, without zero, you can't write numbers like 105 or 205.
Oh. The zero shows the place of each number.
Exactly. Zero is like a guardian that holds number positions.
So who first came up with that idea?
A mathematician named Brahmagupta.
Brahmagupta. That sounds powerful.
He really was. He lived around the year 628.
And he invented zero?
He was the first to say that zero is a real number.
People didn't believe that before.
No. He also wrote rules like 1 minus 1 equals 0.
That sounds so normal now.
Back then, it was a big idea. He gave zero meaning and rules.
So zero is nothing, but it does so much.
Right. Zero became a powerful tool for math and thinking.
Did the idea of zero spread fast?
Not at first. But later, it spread to the Arab world.
You mean like the Middle East?
Yes. Places like Iraq, Syria, and Egypt.
Did people there use zero too?
They loved it. They called it cipher.
Cipher. That sounds familiar.
It became the word zero and also cipher in English.
Wait, zero gave us those words too.
Yes. It changed math, language, and culture.
How did zero get to Europe?
Thanks to an Italian man named Fibonacci.
Oh. The Fibonacci sequence guy.
Yes, him. He learned about Arabic math in North Africa.
And he brought it back to Europe.
That's right. He wrote a book called Liber Abaci, the Book of Calculation.
Did Europeans accept zero right away?
Not really. Some people thought it was scary.
What? Why?
because zero meant nothing, and some thought it was unlucky or evil.
So how did it finally spread?
Merchants and bankers started using it. It made money math much easier.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. When people saw how useful zero was, they started using it more and more.
We use zero all the time now, but I never thought about where it came from.
Without zero, we couldn't have modern math or technology.
No smartphones, no computers, no calculators.
Exactly. Zero may be nothing, but it created everything we use today.
Wow, today's story was kind of inspiring.
I'm glad. Sometimes, the smallest ideas can change the world. All right. Now it's time for our vocabulary corner.
Yes. In this section, we'll pick some words from today's conversation and explain them in a simple and easy to understand way.
Device.
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 A device is something made to do a special job. It can be a phone, a computer, or even a toaster. Similar word, machine. A machine is big, like a washing machine. A device can be small. Example, I use a device to play music. It's called a speaker.
Binary.
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 Binary means using only two things, 1 and 0. Computers talk in binary. They understand only ones and zeros. Similar word, digital. Digital means using numbers or signals. Binary is more basic, just ones and zeros. Example, my robot moves because of binary code.
Invent.
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 To invent means to make something new that didn't exist before. Similar word, create. Create means making anything. Invent means making a new tool or idea. Example, she invented a game that no one had played before.
Empire.
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 An empire is a big land with many places, ruled by one king or queen. Similar word, kingdom. A kingdom is smaller. An empire is much bigger. Example, the Roman Empire had many cities in Europe.
Mathematician.
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 A mathematician is someone who is very good at math. They solve problems using numbers. Similar word, scientist. A scientist studies many things. A mathematician studies only math. Example, the mathematician found a new way to count stars.
Guardian.
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 A guardian is someone who protects and cares for someone else. It can be a person or even a thing that keeps you safe. Similar word, protector. A protector keeps you safe. A guardian also loves and cares. Example, my dog is like a guardian. He watches the house.
Calculation.
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 A calculation is when you use numbers to find an answer. You add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Similar word, computation. Computation is more for machines. Calculation is what people do in math class. Example, the teacher helped us with a hard calculation.
Inspire.
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 To inspire means to make someone feel excited to do something good. Similar word, motivate. Motivate means push. Inspire means light a fire in your heart. Example, the story of the hero inspired me to be kind.
All right. It's time for the quiz corner.
In this section, we'll ask questions based on today's conversation.
1. Where was 0 first used as a number? A. India. B. China. C. Greece. Correct answer, A. India. 2. What was 0 called in the Arab world? A. Zero. B. Sifr. C. Nada. Correct answer, B. Sifr. 3. Who is the first mathematician to write that 0 is a number? A. Brahmagupta. B. Pythagoras. C. Fibonacci. Correct answer, A. Brahmagupta. 4. What is the name of the book where Fibonacci introduced 0 and Arabic numbers to Europe? A. Zero Book. B. Numbers of the East. C. Liber Abaci. Correct answer, C. Liber Abaci. 5. Why did 0 become more accepted in Europe? A. Merchants and bankers found it useful. B. Churches called it a holy number. C. Artists used it in paintings. Correct answer, A. Merchants and bankers found it useful.
All right, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.
All right, see you in the next episode.
See you next time.